What's up guys, we're going to do another meal prep recipe and it's going to be a little different. I wanted to change up my normal chicken recipes and so we're going to do a bourbon chicken, which definitely different. A lot of people are either pro or I guess against cooking with alcohol, but this recipe, it does burn off all the alcohol and it just keeps the bourbon flavor, so it's delicious. And I'll walk you guys through what ingredients we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna do a side of farro and a garlic stir fry. So I'll show you what everything is, and before you even get started with anything, make sure you put your farro on. I'm doing mine in the Instant Pot, but if you want to just do it on the stove, it always takes quite a long time to cook, so get started on that now. Ingredient wise, I'm going to do about 3 pounds of chicken. I'm going to be using grapeseed oil, ketchup, the low sodium soy sauce, cornstarch. I'm using Jim Beam's bourbon, and then we're gonna do brown sugar. I don't have chicken broth, so we're gonna use this beef bouillon and see how that goes. And then I've got pepper. I never buy apple juice, so I had to buy it like that. And then we're gonna do an apple cider vinegar. And then this is the farro, and the taste is really just like a brown rice, but just a bigger kernel. And then I'm cheating and using this ginger garlic stir fry kit. These are just like really cheap from my grocery store and make it really easy, especially because I don't want to like cut up everything in here because it's like Brussels sprouts, snap peas, broccoli, carrots. And then we're going to do 3 cloves of garlic and then some ground ginger. So I'm just going to go ahead and put everything inside their measuring cups now just to speed up the process. But your first step is going to be taking your chicken and we're going to put it inside whatever container you have, like a mixing bowl, and we're going to put it with some cornstarch and salt and pepper and just season it. Okay, so I did the prep for the video. So this is the 1/4 of bourbon. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of apple cider. We're gonna do 1/3 cup, well, a little less than that, of the low sodium soy sauce, and then a 1/2 cup of the beef bouillon. And then I cut up my garlic, and then I did a little bit of ginger, and now I'm going to take my meat and cut it into little tiny shreds, and I'm gonna throw it in here with some cornstarch. So like I said, I'm doing about 3 pounds of meat, and so that is all of it cut up, and now we're just gonna toss it with some salt, pepper, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Normally I would use Himalayan pink salt, but I actually ran out, so we're gonna make do. Okay, so I'm using a wok for mine, and what we're gonna do is we're going to just turn it on to high, and we want the whole pan to heat up, and then I'm gonna toss some oil in there, and then once the pan's hot enough, we'll throw in the chicken so that it's sizzling. So that's about 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, and we're just gonna let that heat up. Okay, so I'm gonna turn mine down to 4 setting on the heat, just so it's not totally on high, and then this will sizzle when it goes in. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me over the sizzling of the chicken, but that's gonna cook for about 3 minutes on each side until it's like lightly browned. And I'm actually gonna take the chicken out, pull it out, and then I'm going to start putting in the garlic and all of the sauces that you saw me prep earlier, and it's basically letting that kind of just become a sauce, and then we'll throw the chicken back in and cook it for 15 minutes. So I just removed the chicken, and as you saw, it was lightly browned. So now I'm going to turn the stove back on and put in probably like less than a tablespoon of the grapeseed oil, and I'm going to put the garlic in until it's got like that fragrant smell. And then I'm going to add in all my sauces and bring that to a boil. Alright, so we're doing our 1/2 cup of the bouillon. And it's beef bouillon, but really it's just a beef stock. And then we'll do 1/3 cup of our soy sauce. half a cup of or apple juice. And as always, guys, everything will be in the description box if you guys want to reference that. And I'm going to throw in the ginger. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of this apple cider vinegar. One-third of ketchup. We're going to do a half a cup of brown sugar. And then the last ingredient being our bourbon, which is a 1/4 cup. And then we're going to turn that on high and let it come to a boil. And you'll see that it's boiling, so now I'm going to add back my chicken and then cook it for another 15 minutes. And the goal really is to just thicken the sauce and have it reduced by pretty much half of what it is currently. So we're just gonna leave that on high and let it start to burn off. So while your meat is on the stove, that's like the best time to start cleaning up, which is what I just did. And then I've got about 10 more minutes for that to cook and simmer down. And so I'm actually gonna put my stir fry on, and I just do that with a tablespoon of oil and just cook it until it's totally stir fried. And then my farro actually finished, and you'll always have extra water in your farro container. Just drain it, that's normal. So I'm gonna drain that and just keep it warm off to the side. And then everything should be good to go in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
That's pretty ridiculous.
So it comes with these packets. I only use about half of the packet just because I don't need the extra calories, but you can either use the whole packet or none at all if you really wanted. So our chicken's done. I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon to the actual chicken mixture right now of cornstarch. Let that just mix up, and I'm gonna pull it real quick, and then I can serve it immediately. And at this point, my heat is now on a very low setting, just so I can mix this up. And then my vegetables are almost done. This is what the final meal looks like. We've got our stir fry with some sauce over it, and again, I did not use the whole thing. And then we've got our farro, which I drained, and then we've got our 3 pounds of chicken, and it smells amazing. So now I'm just going to put all this into Tupperware for the week. I'm going to wrap up this week's video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the meal prep. It's definitely a different chicken recipe. I feel like I've been bored with my regular chicken recipes, so this bourbon chicken was definitely something to spice up the week. So Erin and I are probably gonna split both of these, and it will probably only last over 3 meals each. But with the stir fry, make sure you guys only make that a day in advance, just because it's so quick and easy that you can kind of make it on the spot. Otherwise it does get wilted, so you'll have to eat it very fast. But 1 packet of those, if you buy them from the grocery store, is probably about 3 servings. So keep that in mind if you guys wanna just try that and make a simple shortcut. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!